70% of Americans are not being able to go from an entire pay period without running out of money. That's insane, dude. That's not the American dream. So this guy has a lot of nerve to go on television and say he's fighting for the middle class when he's effectively destroyed the middle class intentionally over the last 4 years. People don't understand how the economy works, bro. If you take a working class average American who works a regular job and they can't get their paycheck to last between two pay periods, that means they're buying less. That means they're buying way less when the price of everything is up. That means there's not as much business. That means companies are going to suffer. That means the economy is going to suffer. And you can't look at the Dow Jones and say, well, that represents the economy. No, that represents the biggest companies in the world who are artificially propped up by foreign money because the United States economy is still barely a safer place than most other economies. Okay, so we have an abnormally high rating with our Dow Jones and the typical economic factors, but then everybody else is hurting.
Right.
Okay, so how are you going to convince those people that that's not happening? What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to motherfucking reality. Guys, today we have Andy and DJ
Cruise the motherfucking internet.
That's what we're going to do. That's what CTI stands for. Cruise the internet. We're going to put topics on the screen. We're going to talk about what's true, what's not true. We're going to speculate on what we think is going on, and then we're going to talk about how we, the people, have to solve these problems going on in the world. Through the week, we're going to have shows within the show. Yesterday, we had Q&AF. That's where you submit questions, and we give you the answers. Now, you could submit your questions a couple different ways. The first way is,
guys, email these questions in to askandy@andyfrisella.com.
Or you go on YouTube on the Q&AF episodes, drop your question in the comments, and we'll pick some from there as well. Other times throughout the week, we're going to have Real Talk. Real Talk's just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you some real talk. And then we have 75 Hard Verses. That's where someone who has completed the 75 Hard program comes on the show, talks about how their life was before, how their life is now, and how they use the Live Hard and 75 Hard program to transform their life. You can get the Live Hard program and the 75 Hard program for free at episode 208. If you're unfamiliar, and by the way, that's audio only. If you're unfamiliar with 75 Hard, it is the world's most popular mental transformation program in history, and it is free. Get it at episode 208 on the audio feed only. There is a book on my website on andyfrisella.com called The Book on Mental Toughness. It goes through the entire Live Hard program, top to bottom, inside and out. If you're somebody who likes to know all the details, it's a great resource. It also has 10 chapters on mental toughness and case studies on very famous people that you know, and they talk about how they use mental toughness to transform their lives. Now, unlike most other shows, we don't run ads on the show. We are definitely the biggest show in the world that does not run ads. And sometimes I think I'm stupid for not doing that. However, I make you guys a little deal. And the deal is this. We are constantly battling censorship, shadow bans, traffic throttling, because we keep it real here and we talk about what's going on. I don't want to deal with someone paying me money and then have to listen to them what I can and can't say. So it puts me in a unique bind, and I'm willing to make this trade with you guys, which is very simple. Share the show. Okay, I won't run ads. I won't fill your ears with a bunch of bullshit, but I ask that you share the show. If the show makes you laugh, it makes you think, if it gives you a new perspective, if it's good information that you think needs to be heard, please share the show. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right, what's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Oh, not much.
Yeah, how was your weekend?
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do anything exciting?
Not really.
You sure?
What'd I do?
Oh, I know I had a little party.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't invited.
Well, apparently I wasn't invited to yours either.
What part? Oh, I didn't have a party.
Yeah, you did.
Where?
This one right here.
Yeah, see, that's one of them secret white people parties. All right? I didn't think you'd want to go. You know, you see me back there in the corner? That's actually me behind the camera. You just can't see me. But yeah, dude, I didn't want to, I didn't want to make the rest of people think they were going to get their shit stolen. Apparently, you have parties I don't get to come to.
Andy, listen, you're always invited.
I saw
man.
you on the internet cooking some sort of buffalo or
It was
something.
brisket.
It was huge.
It was massive, yeah.
How many people did that feed?
Everybody, yeah. I mean,
Did you leave some for everybody?
It wasn't. No, the brisket always.
No, you
goes,
didn't?
man. No, it always isn't. I don't even really get any.
Oh,
That's
really?
the fucked up thing.
Really?
No, really.
So those 100-pound girls that you're around, they ate a piece of meat this fucking big?
Yes.
Do you believe that?
Not for a second.
It's true.
Me neither.
No, listen, bro. Listen, BJ's brisket is like legendary. I only do it like a couple times a year.
Really?
Like, I do it for like Christmas and then like 4th of July.
I think I heard about that before.
Yeah. Have you heard about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just now.
Yeah.
Just now.
All right, Andy. I swear to God, the next party.
Joe,
You're
did you
coming.
get invited? Well, that's
Bullshit.
how you know it
No,
was.
he's fucking lying.
No, Joe, you know what it was, bro? Is they wanted to be racist in peace.
That's what it was.
They didn't want to have to watch what they said.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. They wanted to keep the white man away.
It was actually pretty diverse. I mean, about 50-50.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell Andy what I thought you should do with your pool. Like how I think you should run your retreat.
Oh, so okay, all right. So the pool.
Yeah,
retreat-
isn't it the retreat today?
Well, it's actually this weekend.
Okay.
But what we're gonna do is gonna do a little flip on this. Okay, so we're gonna, it is now the tickets are $10,000. But if you come to the retreat, it's a races pool. So you get, with your ticket, you get one inward pass.
Okay.
Hard one, of course.
Hard R.
Hard R. You get one pass, all right? And we'll basically be in the pool for about 30 minutes, and then you can just shout all your racist shit in the pool.
Now, does the racist shit stay in the pool?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it like the water,
So when
special
you leave,
water.
It leaves you. That's the whole point, is to get all of your
That makes
racism
sense.
out.
It's that special like
Mm-hmm. It's going to be so racist.
Nordic water. It absorbs all the racist stuff.
Yep.
$10,000, that's a deal.
I'm saying,
So
man,
you
listen,
could cure racism.
we all have it pent up.
Yeah.
It's something that, it's inside of all of us.
Yeah.
Right? And then white people only, obviously.
Yeah.
Of
Oh yeah, dude. Come on.
course.
Now,
Right?
white people.
I can't even get in the pool.
Yeah. No, dude.
I can't
listen,
swim,
That,
so.
Everybody knows that it's only white people that are racist.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
And so for $10,000, you can get that racism out of you.
That sounds like a deal to me. I mean, that sounds like you just,
Yeah. Just show up.
you're going to be rich, bro.
Bro, listen. A lot of it's inherent. A lot of people don't even know they have it.
You're going to be rich.
And it's in there. So we got to get it out
Don't
of
forget about me.
I got you, bro. I got you.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys.
Well, we'll have to use your pool next year because I'm sure like the turnout, like we'll need a little bit more space.
Oh, yeah. We'll probably have to use both. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I like it. Entrepreneurship, capitalism.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Curing America
That's right.
from its inherency. Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now we don't have anything to talk about because you cured it. Fuck.
Yeah, man.
All right. So what are we going to talk about on the show?
Hey, listen, there's actually some really crazy shit happening in the world. Guys, of course, if you want to see any of these pictures, these articles, these links, these videos, you can find them all at andyfrisella.com. We link them up there for you. But there is some interesting stuff happening. I think we got to do a little update with the Biden camp, and specifically Whoopi Goldberg. Mm-hmm. And it has to do with shitty pants.
Well, this could go a number of different ways.
Let's dive into it, guys. Headline number one. Headline number one reads, Biden calls into Morning Joe, remains defiant about staying in the race. I am not going anywhere. So this is an interesting little talk he did, which he completely failed. President Biden called into MSNBC's Morning Joe on Monday and defiantly proclaimed that he would be staying in the 2024 presidential race. Quote, the bottom line here is that we're not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere, Biden told hosts Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough, both avid White House supporters. Quote, I wouldn't be running if I didn't absolutely believe that I am the best candidate to beat Donald Trump in 2024. He said, quote, we have a democratic nominating process where the voters spoke clearly. I won 14 million of those votes. After Brzezinski introduced Biden as the presumptive Democratic nominee, the president laughed and boldly stated, quote, "I'm more than the presumptive. I'm going to be the nominee." He actually ends up getting a little pissed, which I thought was interesting. Let's check out to this clip. Now, mind you, again, this is Biden calling in. This is on a telephone line. He's calling in. Let's check this out.
I mean, it's not an ad. It's not an ad. But if we were to run ads,
we did do. That's such a like that. I don't feel like other cans open like that.
Listen,
it's all the freedom.
You got to have the product's got to be perfect, top to bottom, everything.
The can. You got some nice cans, Andy.
All I know is that if I were to run ads, it would definitely be for this amazing First Form energy drink. Get yours today.
Yeah.
I can almost taste it. Man, this shit is good.
It is good. It's good. But yeah, so Joe Biden gets a little pissed. So let's hear this. Let's see what we got going on here.
The American public is not going to move away from me as an average voter. And again, I'm here for two reasons, pal. One, to rebuild the economy for hardworking middle-class people, give everybody a shot. Just a straight shot. Everybody gets a fair chance, number one. Number two, remember all this talk about how I don't have the black support? Come on, give me a break. Come with me. Watch. I'm getting so frustrated by the elites. Now, I'm not talking about you guys, but about the elites in the party who they know so much more. But if any of these guys don't think I should run against me, go ahead, announce for president. Challenge me at the convention.
Yeah.
That was real?
Oh, that's real. See, bro, listen, now we talk about this AI shit.
That didn't sound, I mean,
it doesn't sound good.
It sounds like he's having one of those Alzheimer's like anger attacks.
Bro, old people are angry.
No, dude, especially when they start to get Alzheimer's, they get pissed off.
For no reason.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. That.
And bro, he's sitting here talking about the middle class. Like, why don't you go ask the middle class what they think right now?
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure those are all the people that are saying, I fucked up in 2020 voting for this dumbass.
Yeah, for sure. And that wasn't his only hiccup. Check this one out.
I don't even think I voted for him.
How can you assure the American people that you won't have another night like the one you did in Atlanta?
Look at my career. I've not had many of those nights. It was a terrible night, and I really regret it happened. But the fact of the matter is, how can you assure you're going to be on faith that can intervene on your way to go to work tomorrow?
What?
It's not funny. It's not fucking funny. But you know what pisses me off?
Dude, you go ahead.
You know what pisses me off is the people that will listen to that and still try to support this man.
You know what pisses me off is how the media's lied about this dude for 4 or 5 fucking years, and then they act like they didn't know that this was the way he was. And now all of a sudden they're pretending to be surprised,
right,
and they're
shocked.
pretending like they're shocked, and they're pretending like his mental acuity has taken a nosedive. This is what's been going on for years and years and years, and most people just haven't been paying attention.
Yeah.
Most people, dude, if you ask them about certain issues, I'm talking about most people, if you ask them about what the issues are and why they're voting for each candidate, they cannot tell you. It's a popularity contest amongst most people. And the Democrats have really figured this out in the past, where they get the Hollywood celebrities, they get the media, they get the radio hosts, they get the popular athletes or but that doesn't work anymore because nobody believes them because of what happened during COVID, right?
Right.
The entire influence structure that these people have typically leaned upon has crumbled, and people don't find credibility in it anymore. Nobody's voting for Joe Biden because Taylor Swift says so.
Right.
Nobody's voting for Joe Biden because, fucking whoever. It's not happening. People are looking at their lives. They're saying, holy shit. They see this dude up on stage and it scares them. And they're realizing that we're in deep trouble. They also realize that we're not being run by this guy. We're being run by a behind-the-scenes group of people who are clearly making every decision possible to make our country more vulnerable and weaker and harder for the American people to survive, which is why people right now who are in what you would call the middle class feel like they're in poverty. And that's just reality. If you go ask any of them, ask them, talk to them, ask them what their household is like now versus what it was like 4 years ago. You know, when gas is up, food prices are up, everything's up, inflation's up, so the value of your dollar doesn't go as far. All of these things create an equation that doesn't balance for the average American household. And, you know, consumer debt is at the highest it's ever been, because credit card debt's at the highest it's ever been.
Maxed out.
Yeah, 70% of Americans are not being able to go from an entire pay period without running out of money. That's insane, dude. That's not the American dream. So this guy has a lot of nerve to go on television and say he's fighting for the middle class when he's effectively destroyed the middle class intentionally over the last 4 years.
Yeah. And speaking of your influencer, you know, you talk about this influencer campaign that they run. You know, I feel like they're at a point where they know it doesn't work anymore, but they still use it.
Well, what else are they going to do?
Right. And like, I mean, and here's Whoopi Goldberg. And I want you to really pay attention to these first like 30 seconds of this clip. Listen to what Whoopi has to say.
I don't care if he's pooped his pants. I don't care if he can't put a sentence together. Show me he can't do the job, and then I'll say, okay, maybe it's time to go. Now, he had a bad night the first time that he went out and debated with Kamala Harris. And everybody wanted him to quit then and say, you can't talk to women like this, or you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. He came back, said, you know what, I got it, and gave 4 years. So, yeah. I have poopy days all the time. I step in so much poo you can't even imagine. Now, I'm not running the world, but I don't know anybody who doesn't step in stuff at some point. So I'm just simply saying, there are 2 debates. And if he can't do what he needs to do for the second debate, I'll join any crew that says get rid of him. But loyalty to me, if you are doing the job, I might not like everything you're doing. I don't like it all. But I'm going to stand behind you like those guys stand behind the guy who should have been the person people were talking about saying, yeah, Biden had a bad day, but this guy couldn't tell the truth if it split his lip.
What is she talking about? It's like we're reading 2 different fucking books here. You know what I'm saying? There's the mainstream narrative book that all of these people are a part of or are reading, and a few people are still left watching it at home, right? Mm-hmm. And then we have this other book called Our Lived Experiences of What's Going On in America. And it doesn't matter right now if these people go on here and say the economy is wonderful, everything's great, crime is down. People know it. The economy is not good because they know it because they look at their own life.
You feel it.
They know that crime's not good because they go out in public and there's criminals and their cars getting broken into and there's shootings everywhere. That you can't lie to people and convince them that what they're seeing isn't happening. It's already it's happening now. And these people continue to go on and gaslight the Americans in a way that's really insulting, dude. It's shrinking. The group is shrinking. You know, a lot of people are jumping off board. They're like, dude, this is crazy. Mm-hmm. It started with the big tech CEOs, you know, a year ago, where they're like, dude, this guy's destroying the economy. He's destroying business. People don't understand how the economy works, bro. If you take a working class average American who works a regular job and they can't get their paycheck to last between 2 pay periods, that means they're buying less shit. That means they're buying way less shit when the price of everything is up. Okay? That means there's not as much business. That means companies are going to suffer. That means the economy is going to suffer. And you can't look at the Dow Jones or the index and say, well, that represents the economy. No, that represents the biggest companies in the world who are artificially propped up by foreign money, because the United States economy is still barely a safer place than most other economies. Okay, so we have an abnormally high, rating with our Dow Jones and the typical economic factors, but then everybody else is hurting.
Right.
Okay, so how are you going to convince those people that that's not happening? You know, oh, crime is down. The crime is bullshit. No, they're not reporting it. For the first time ever in history, crime is not being reported. Latino crime is being reported as white crime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There's all these little things that are happening that
They're manipulating it.
Bro, and the average person is not able to identify what's happening because they're too busy trying to figure out how to survive. And this is all by design. Okay? If they could keep the people in a state of hate, anger, rage, division, and financial hardship, how could they pay attention to the details of what's actually being done? They can't, all right? And to your point earlier, when she says, I don't care if he shit his pants, I don't care if he did this, that is the problem. Mm-hmm. The problem is the people who are willing to stand by someone that they know is ruining the country because they want to vote Democrat, or they want to be a Democrat, or they want to stand on the side of this rights or that's rights. And they don't even know what they're talking about, dude. They don't even know. And, you know.
No, she's saying she's loyal to him. What about being loyal to the country?
These people don't think like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's the part that gets me now.
She doesn't even think it's her country, bro.
No.
She thinks she's a fucking black woman millionaire who's been famous her whole fucking life. And she gets up there every day and talks about how America is the most oppressive place in the world. Where else could she have done that?
Nowhere. Nowhere. Literally nowhere. Now here is some good news for you. So Biden tried this little stick. Apparently he's like on a campaign trail right now of like going to these different radio shows, trying to do all of these talks, right, to kind of recover his image. And it backfired for him. This headline reads, radio station parts ways with host after admitting White House gave her questions before Biden interview. So WURD, a Philadelphia-based black-owned radio station, has parted ways with its host after she revealed that the White House provided her with a list of predetermined questions prior to her interview with President Biden last week. So she signs up, you know, they agree to do this interview. The White House gives her 8 predetermined questions that she has to stick to.
Okay.
She chose 4 of them. Andrea Lawful Sanders admitted during a CNN interview Saturday that Biden's team sent her 8 questions to ask ahead of his interview on The Source last Wednesday. She said she approved 4 of those questions and used them during her sit down with the president. The questions, these were all super softball questions, right? Talked about his debate performance, his accomplishments, his progress in both Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. I mean, what's at stake at the election. But when she admitted this, the radio station owners fired her for doing that. On Sunday, WURD's president and CEO, Sarah M. Lomax, announced that Lawful Sanders and WURD have, quote, mutually agreed to part ways, emphasizing that WURD radio is not a mouthpiece for the Biden or any other admin.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I thought she got fired for disclosing that it was on the under the table. Right. But she got fired for doing it.
Exactly.
That's good.
Tell me this shit's changing.
Hey, that's good, man.
You know, and so the statement wrote, quote, on July 3rd, the first post-debate interview with President Joe Biden was arranged and negotiated independently by WURD radio host Andrea Lawful Sanders without knowledge, consultation, or collaboration with WURD management, Lomax said in a statement on Sunday. Quote, the interview featured predetermined questions provided by the White House, which violates our practice of remaining an independent media outlet accountable to our listeners. As a result, Ms. Lawful Sanders and WURD Radio have mutually agreed to part ways effective immediately. This is something we take very seriously. And it continues on by saying the practice, quote, the practice of delegitimizing black voices continues today. WURD Radio is not a mouthpiece for the Biden or any other administration. Internally, we will commit to reviewing our policies, procedures, and practices to reinforce WURD's independence and trust with our listeners. I love that.
I do too.
I love it.
You know what I don't love, though?
What don't you love?
how the radio station is black voices.
Mm.
What if there was a white voices radio station? That'd be a problem, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we need to stop this hypocrisy of racially identifying every single little group and television show and everything. What?
There's NASCAR.
NASCAR's got Bubba Wallace, bro.
We don't want him, bro. Nobody claims him. He lied about the noose thing, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he lied or not. It seems like he lied.
And I've never met a black man named Bubba. Forrest Gump, actually. I guess that works.
I feel like it, I think they did a good job. I just think that if we're going to have harmonious civil racial relations in this country, which I think we need to have, we need to stop with the double standards all the way across the board. That's all.
I agree.
I think we need Americans. Be an American voice. You're not a black voice. You're an American voice. That's just my opinion.
I like it.
Yeah. What do you got there? You brought your candy in the office?
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Strawberries?
These OGs. Remember we talked about these?
Yeah, bro.
These are OGs. I got the butterscotch ones too.
Man, those butterscotch ones are good.
You want one?
No. I do want one. But I'm on it.
I feel like we need like a crystal, like a little bowl.
Yeah, dude, don't do that.
Why?
Because they'll get eaten.
I feel like that's where they go.
Yeah.
Joe, which one you want? Of course you want strawberry.
Wait, so we're going straight from serious race talk to candy?
Well, candy unites. That's
true.
I mean, listen,
that's fair.
I feel like there is a.
You're going to suck on the one piece and give it to Joe and vice versa? You guys like swap it out?
I've been eating these since the 1980s, man. Come on.
You sure?
No.
These things are iconic, though.
Yeah.
I wonder if they still taste the same.
Fire.
Is it good?
Fuck yeah.
It ain't that deep, Joe. It's the same.
It's pretty good?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Hey, there's Big Will.
Is it? Oh, yeah. All right.
Well, I had to wave to him. What's up, Will? He listens to the show.
He's always the first one to share it.
I love Will.
Oh.
Will's a fucking dude. Anyway, fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm with it. 100%. I'm glad to see that, man. Like I said, I mean, we can get away from the race shit for sure. But it is good to see that.
It is nice.
These tactics aren't working no more, man.
Yes.
They're not. And no matter how often he says he has the black vote, no matter how much he tries to, it's not the truth.
No.
It's not the truth no more.
Well, who knows if it's true or not, but I mean, I think it's definitely different than it has been.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, man, let's go cruise some of these comments. Let's go check some of these out. This first one comes from at the DRC33. He says, Gen X, dude, I feel lost with no purpose. Let's start a fight club. Gen X/Z, dude, I feel lost with no purpose. Let's hold each other in a pool and cry for $10,000.
Man, that's the truth. I like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Gen X, Gen XZ. What about the millennial?
I feel like it's the millennials that are doing the pool crying.
Bro,
shit.
I do too.
But those were some older guys too.
Bro, yeah, but they look like
your age.
Yeah, they're not. That's not. I'm not old.
I didn't say old.
Oh, you know what? Never mind.
Oh, say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it. It'll cause more problems than it's worth.
Oh man,
today's a special day.
What day is it?
It's Tuesday. Anyway,
this next one, we appreciate you, DRC. Or I don't know if that's Dr.
That's That's Dr. Cock 33. Yeah. That's his fucking name right there.
It looks familiar. I've seen this one. This next comment comes from at the Tan Boy 125. He says, just got a pack of Tropic Lightning in, and as soon as I realized what was in the box, I yelled, big ass titties. My wife nearly slapped the shit out of me. 10 out of 10 would buy again. P.S. You guys should put wife might slap your ass as a result of this drink on the label.
Hey, you know what? That's a good slogan right there. Drink so good you might get your ass slapped.
Hey.
Big ass titties.
I love it, man. No hate comment today, man.
Really?
Yeah, everybody.
What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
I don't know if it was a slow
Step it up,
weekend.
pussies.
I was really hoping Tim came back. Our boy Tim, who says he's unsubscribed but keeps commenting. I didn't see anything from him this time. So
Tim?
yeah,
Timmy boy?
mm-hmm.
Little
Yeah.
Timmy boy.
So maybe Friday we'll have something for you guys. Hopefully, we'll see. But we do appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys for being real ass fans. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing, and make sure you guys hit that bell notification on the tube to stay up to date with the latest episodes that drop.
Bro, we need a shirt with like 2 Tropic Lightning drinks right here. It just says big ass titties.
Nice,
Yeah, nice. That is so good.
bro. These
Glad I
strawberries,
thought of it.
these strawberries are good, bro.
Yeah, I know. You're going to eat the whole bag.
Probably.
Yeah, so let's keep going here before DJ fucking gets into one of his zones.
Be in a diabetic coma. That shit's good though. All right, let's keep the show moving, man. Headline number 2. We gotta go across the water, across the oceans. Enough about our elections. Let's go foreshadow what we think is gonna happen because they are already doing it. Headline number 2 reads: French elections. Riots erupt after left-wing coalition projected to win plurality of seats. Now,
Didn't we just cover this?
we did.
And didn't the opposite party like wipe them the fuck out?
They did. They did.
That's interesting.
And then overnight,
All of a sudden they lost.
something happened. Now listen,
Shit's going to happen here too. People better be ready for it.
I dove into this and man, I started looking into this, and it's bullshit.
Yeah, they don't care anymore, bro.
That's the thing.
The mask is off.
It
They're
is
going to
so
steal.
bold.
They're going to steal your country right in front of you and dare you to do something about it.
Yeah. So let's start diving into this, where France is right now and what exactly happened this past weekend. So crowds of protesters and celebrators flooded the streets of Paris as French election results began pouring in on Sunday. On Sunday, French Prime Minister Gabriel Attal announced his intent to resign after a far-left political coalition was posed to win a plurality of French parliamentary seats. The coalition had unexpectedly assembled before the snap elections began. Tens of thousands of left-wing demonstrators gathered in Paris's Place de la République on Sunday night to celebrate the news. President Emmanuel Macron's centrist coalition is projected to take second place. The results were a huge upset for conservatives in France, who had hoped that Marine Le Pen's national rally would take power. And the streets were wild in France.
Looks peaceful.
Yeah, mostly peaceful.
Mostly peaceful.
Mostly peaceful. But dude, it's hot over there right now. So the left-wing coalition, okay, it's called the Popular Front. All right, it's made up of France's Socialist Party, the French Communist Party, a green political party called the Ecologists, and France Unbowed. So it's like a mix of these different parties that all came into one, right? So the bloc has pledged to institute a number of measures if elected, including scrapping Macron's pension reform and working towards establishing a right to retire at 60 years old. Now, that's just some of the bullshit.
Oh,
But how do we get there? Well,
did you see that they're going to increase taxes to 90%?
mm-hmm.
90% income tax. This is full-blown communism.
They're not
Full
it's
blown.
the French Communist
Yeah.
Party. They don't hide the shit anymore.
They're done, dude.
Now, what exactly happened? Because, like you said, Andy, we did cover this just a few days ago, man, and Le Pen was winning.
Yeah, not winning, crushing everybody
And
by double. Remember, by double.
And technically, she still won by votes. This is where the bullshit comes into play. So let's walk through this, okay? So according to the French Interior Ministry, Marine Le Pen's national rally, or the RN party, they won the most votes of any party during Sunday's second round of the snap legislative elections at over 8.7 million votes. That was good for 32% of the vote, or 32% of the seats, right? Now, when combined with their electoral alliance partners from disputed Les Republicans President Eric Cotty, who earned nearly 1.4 million, that was good for 5% of the vote, That would take the right wing to over 10 million. 10 million votes, okay? There's a nice little chart here, right? But here's what happened. All right. In comparison, the far left, the New Popular Front, or their abbreviation is NFP, alliance of communists, socialists, and environmentalists led by radical leftist Jean-Luc Mélenchon, only received around 7 million votes, or 25%. And Emmanuel Macron's neoliberal Centrist coalition received 6.3 million votes. So what happened? Macron and these communists got together, and because apparently you can do this in French elections, and they decided to basically combine and say, okay, hey, we will be one now.
It's because it's a parliamentary system.
Which is what threw them over. So that's what happened. And there was actually this like secret decision. Now, this whole this Communist Party, right? Like, where do they come from, right? Well, it's interesting because a month ago they didn't even exist. They were not even on paper anywhere. They had no representation, and all of a sudden, a month ago, they come into play, and now they're going to have the majority of the House.
I wonder who makes up that Communist Party.
So, well, it's funny you say that because this guy Jean Mélenchon, this guy here, let's see what some of his policies are. One of his things he said just a couple of days ago was that native French pose serious problems for social cohesion, says far left leader Mélenchon. Because France is dealing with the enormous migrant crisis just like we have here. And he's saying that native-born French people are basically a massive hiccup or bump in the road to achieving what they plan to achieve, which is wiping out any type of sense of national identity.
Yeah.
And you're running.
So what I tell you the next step, hold on. What I've been telling you the next step after that is for the last 4 years.
You mean when they come in?
No, when they start saying that the native population is disturbing and becoming a serious problem for social cohesion, and that group of people that believes that has taken full control of the government, what is the next step that I've been saying they would do?
Genocide.
That's right.
Genocide.
The next step will be for them to round up the French people and fucking kill them.
Yep.
And so French people, however many of you listen, you better figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right now.
Not only that, he also said a dead cop is one less vote for Le Pen. Violent hard left rhetoric flies as France snap election looms. Like, they're not even trying to hide it anymore.
No.
They're not hiding it.
Nope.
It is the mask is fully off. The mask is fully off. So there was an agreement between Macron and this guy who leads that super far left Communist Party. They made a deal. They basically said, "Hey, we got to do whatever we have to do to keep this keep the right from winning."
Why?
Because they know that the accountability for all of their actions that they're complicit in is death.
That's right.
It's that simple. Now, put this in Americans' terms. This would be like a month out from the election. A new independent communist, some other third party comes in the election, right, and starts running, gains all of this steam out of nowhere.
From the migrants.
From the migrants. Right. A voice of the people from that side. The election gets called. They get, a decent chunk, 25% of the vote. And they say, oh, we'll just give it to the other side. And that's how they automatically win. That's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. But that's exactly what they did there. It's exactly what they did.
Well, French people better figure it out, dude. Because these people ain't playing games. And you saying, I can't believe they did this.
Sacre bleu.
They're doing it.
They're doing it, bro.
And they intend to do it all the way. And they will remove the native populations to create a one race, world government. That is what they intend to do. They intend to eliminate the native populations of all of these places where all of these migrants are being imported into. And they're wanting to do so to create a unified race that has no nationalist pride and that is okay with a one world government. That's the goal here. And it's happening. And, it's weird that people don't care or think that it's going to somehow stop. Nobody's coming to stop this. Nobody's coming to stop this from happening. It's your citizens that need to stop this from happening. French people need to wake the fuck up and realize that if they don't stand up now, they're going to be fucking gone forever. That's exactly what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So they're handing the country over to fucking third world migrants and saying French people don't have a right to exist in their own country. And they're going to do the same thing here in America. That's why they're pumping so many migrants into our system. They are just at the beginning of the migrant surge.
Mm-hmm.
If Biden stays in power, it's going to get 100 times worse. And in 4 years, we'll be there.
Yeah. Did you see that there was this bill that they've been trying to get passed called the SAFE Act, which basically it kind of reinsures the fact that no non-American citizen can vote in our federal elections.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biden just said, no, I'm not even going to look at it.
Of course. Why would he?
He's like, oh, well, we already have laws in place to protect that. Okay, well,
why would he?
Why not just
look,
sign
dude,
this then?
Here's the problem.
They're going to cheat their asses off.
No, listen, man. These people, the problem is us. The problem is the people. The problem is the people believing that these people are not serious in their goals and that someone is going to walk away from this and that they're just going to say, oh, you know what? It's politics as usual. Let us go away. That is not what's going to happen. It's not going to happen there. It's not going to happen here. I'm actually glad this happened because if Americans are paying attention, they can get a really good understanding of what's going to happen here, which is anything required to stay in power. Okay. And they just blatantly acted contrary to the interests of the native population of that country and said, hey, French people, fuck you. We're taking this bitch. And you're not going to do anything about it. And that's what they're trying to do here. That's what they've already done in England. That's what they're doing everywhere. And everybody thinks that someone's coming along to stop it. These people need to rise the fuck up and stop this. Real talk. Because they're at a point now where if they don't, they will face severe violence, economic turmoil, and the ruining of lives, and probably eventually their own death based upon removing these people who are a serious problem, according to the fucking leader of France now.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the leader of France saying native-born French people are a serious problem. That is the same thing they say here when they say patriotic Americans are a threat. You know, when they did J6 and they tried to make everybody afraid of what, the patriotic American, for 230 years, they were praised as the lifeblood of America and brought up to be the lifeblood of America. Now, all of a sudden, we are on some sort of domestic terror list. This is the point. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse until people wake the fuck up. And I highly anticipate the similar situation happening here. If in 2020, we went to bed, Trump was dominating. When we woke up, there was a vertical curve, a vertical spike of votes, and they said, we won. Mm-hmm. And nobody did anything about it. Nothing happened. All right. And regardless of what you say about Trump or this or that, bro, I don't know. It makes me think he was somehow involved in it or something because, dude, why wouldn't you just arrest these fuckers for cheating? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a straight up curve in the middle of the night that goes, you don't get any votes and they get fucking millions.
All of them?
Yeah,
no.
That doesn't happen. And everybody here knew it. Even the people who voted for Biden knew it. They just wanted him to win so bad they didn't care. They were willing to look the other way. And this is the same thing that's happening with the vaccine. These people that took the vaccine pretending like people aren't getting sick, people aren't dying. No, they are. Okay. And people look the other way because it was their decision. It's a decision that they have to defend. So they're willing to defend it, right? Like if you attack someone for buying a certain kind of car, they're going to defend that because it's their ego. It's their decision. These people made a decision to stand on the left side of the aisle with the Democrats. I don't know, probably because their parents were Democrats and they make that a pillar of their own social identity. And because that's a pillar of their own social identity, you can't get them to just say, oh, I was wrong. That's not what they're going to do. They're going to fucking fight for that no matter what. And if something is wrong over there, they're going to look the other way. It's like having a best friend who is doing some fucked up shit and you're like, well, fuck, that's my friend. I'm not going to say anything, right? That's a lot of people do. And that's what's happening here in America and it's happening globally. And if people don't rise up and take their countries back, bro, there aren't going to be any other countries.
No.
You know, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy to me that there are people. Dude, it's just crazy to me. This is even happening.
Yeah. I mean, like, I try to look at this in a different, like, you know, even if, like, this quote that this guy fucking put about the native French people, right? Like, I try to, like, at the end of the day, when you have people coming into a country, right, they want to become French, they want to become American. It is not the responsibility of the native citizens to get social cohesion with the newcomers, right? They are supposed to assimilate to our culture. We're not supposed to bend our culture and change for them. That's not how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm a problem because I don't want to, you know, do their cultural norms from wherever the fuck they were.
Yeah.
I'm the problem?
Yes.
No.
Yes, you are, according to them. Yeah.
Like, we got to get, like, that's the thing, man. Like, this is, we're seeing what's going to happen here a few months ahead. I think that's exactly what is going on here.
Yeah, we're going to Trump's going to dominate for the rest of the fucking race unless something drastic happens, which I still think they're going to do. And then we're going to wake up, you know, the next day after the election, they're going to say a pipe burst, or they're going to say, holy shit, Joe Biden shocked the world, and they're going to come up with this fucking crazy shit that Biden got 100 million votes, and they're going to say we won, and that's what the they're going to do.
Do something.
Yeah, and dude, anybody who thinks otherwise is fucking delusional.
You know, the part that kind of that also pissed me off about this when I was going through, you can look in CNN, look at New York Times, right? They're all acting like, oh, we're so shocked. We're so shocked that no, they cheated. Is what they did.
Yeah,
they cheated. You're telling me this party comes out of nowhere less than 4 weeks ago, and is now the main shebang here?
Yeah,
that nobody in the actual country of France sides with.
I mean, I don't think they have Second Amendment over there, do they?
No.
Well,
no, it's extremely difficult to get pistolas over there.
Yeah, well, it's not here.
No. Yeah, guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think.
I think people better get ready to fucking vote like they've never voted before, for the simple reason that even if we believe that the elections are compromised, we have to vote so the evidence is there of our votes so that it can be proven that the election was stolen. There's a big push about how your vote means nothing. And it really angers me when I see people that know better say that. I think it's stupid as fuck, okay? Because while we understand that they do have the ability to cheat, we don't know, do they have the ability to cheat a little? Do they have the ability to cheat a lot? Do they have the ability to do what they just did here in France and completely do it? We don't know. But the thing is the more people that vote, the more we can prove that they stole it, which gives us better chances at actually having a regular country again. And, you know, when it comes to, it's interesting because there, in every single state in this country, there is hundreds of thousands of registered hunters that are not registered to vote. And you would think,
that's weird.
You would think that all of these country boys and all these people that are registered to hunt and they go out and hunt, you would think that they were registered to vote, recognizing what's happening, but that's not happening. The rural communities are not voting the way that they're supposed to vote. Okay. They're thinking that, fuck it, if it comes to my door, I'll do something. Bro, you guys better get out and fucking vote. Okay, because it will come to your fucking door. I know you think because you live 40 miles outside of the city or 100 miles outside the city, it's never coming your way. The government will come for you, dude. They will tax you. They will take your shit. They'll take your fucking farm. They'll fuck up your whole lives. And you say, oh, I'm going to, I'll shoot them. They won't ever show up at your door. They'll make life so hard that you go broke and you're homeless and you don't have your family farm or your family property or your grandpa's land that's been in the family for 150 years. That's going to be fucking gone. Okay? Because they're going to do exactly what they're doing in Canada and exactly what they're doing in the Netherlands, which is increasing the prices of all of the farming chemicals, all of the costs of living, fuel. They're taxing people differently. They're making it so people who live in ag areas cannot produce food. If you cannot produce food, you cannot produce money to pay for the farm. If you cannot produce money to pay for the farm, or we own the farm, it doesn't matter. Okay, well, how are you going to pay the taxes on the farm? You see what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they get all the land back. And that's how communism operates. And communism is targeting right now the rural community, and the rural community is completely oblivious to it. They're completely oblivious. How is there 250,000 registered hunters in Missouri that are not registered to vote? How is there 200,000 people in fucking Kansas that are registered hunters? How is that?
Yeah, that's wild.
You know, people have to get to, you guys have to come to an understanding. Like, we have a duty to vote the way that we want to vote. And you may believe that the elections are compromised. I do as well, but I'm still going to vote, and I'm still going to try to get everybody else to vote, because I realize that if they steal and everybody votes, it's going to be hard for them to actually prove they didn't steal, which allows for us to at least have a card to play. Okay, so like, I don't want to hear this shit from all you dumb fucks about how voting doesn't change anything or this or that. Okay, maybe you're right. But the point is, are you going to ride up in your fucking tank and start shooting people? No. We need motherfuckers to vote so we can figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Oh, they stole the election. Well, did you vote? No. Well, they didn't steal the
Yeah,
election.
then they didn't steal it.
They just fucking won.
That's right. And that's why
bro,
and all these people keep saying that. And it's like, dude, it's almost like I think it's bots on the internet trying to discourage people from voting.
I think that's real.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of that too, man.
Dude, not only should you vote, you should be bringing 4 or 5 people that you know weren't going to vote with you. You should make a day out of it. Make a caravan out of it. Get them together. Get some fucking cold beers. Go vote. Then go drink beer.
Right.
Like, fuck, dude, take a day off. Who cares? But it's important shit. And all of you guys who keep going around on the internet saying your vote's worthless. Okay, well, what are you going to do? You see what I'm saying?
They want you to think
they're not doing shit.
No, that's what they want you to think. They want you to think you're.
And if everybody votes and they still steal, what do you think's going to happen? There will be a fucking revolt. Okay, so go fucking vote. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, jumping on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, let's get to our third and final headline. Headline number 3. This one's interesting. Headline reads, "A man who is constantly told he looks like a teenager reveals secret to staying young." How old do you think this dude is?
I don't know. I mean, he looks like he's about 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sigma dot.
30.
I mean, yeah, we already know he's way older, but like yeah, but I'm saying he looks 16.
He looks 16.
I don't know how fucking old he is.
Yeah.
He's probably lying. Everybody lies now.
Well, apparently he's 35.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, this dude's 35.
Well, I mean, I don't think looking like that at 35 is a good thing, bro.
It doesn't look good.
I'm gonna be real. I keep getting better the older I get. You know what I'm saying? I got the salt and pepper shit going. It's fucking good shit.
Looks good on
That's
you,
what I'm saying, dude.
Little paprika in there.
You're gonna look like this your whole life. You're not gonna be able to, you know, people are gonna think you got a little bitty pre-pube wiener. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
Probably got a hog.
cute Vienna, nice Vienna sausage.
What did you say?
He
Probably
say,
got a hog.
I'm just saying, man.
This was their goal. This is what they wanted everybody to look like.
I think this is what they want.
did their job.
Yeah.
It's just a product of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree. He definitely sounds like it because I had a clip too. But yeah, 35-year-old man has revealed his anti-aging secrets after being told by strangers they think he looks like a teenager. Secrets are to stay out of the sun and avoid alcohol. So Brandon Miles May.
That sounds like no fun.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Brandon Miles May wears sunscreen daily, covers up his skin when he goes outside, and has never touched a drop of alcohol in his life.
Or seen boobies.
Or seen any tits.
Yeah.
He also eats a diet of fresh fruit, plant-based food, and fish, which he says helps him feel just as young as he did 10 years ago. He said, quote, "I attribute not drinking to my youthful appearance, really embodying the feeling of youth. I think it has helped. I think and see myself as young. I've been staying out of sunlight my whole life." "I wear a hoodie to block the sun and use physical coverings on the back of my hands." Brandon has been looking after his skin since he was 13 and made an effort to maintain his healthy lifestyle. Quote, I was really into nutrition at that stage and keeping my body young. Brandon also feels it is important to exercise, but doesn't do anything too heavy to avoid straining his body. He says, quote, I don't go heavy on exercise. Too much exercise can cause stress on the body, and it can age the body.
Do you think he has the capability of going heavy? This motherfucker looks like a walking milk allergy. Fucking does.
Hey, bro.
Doesn't he?
Let's see what.
Is he allergic to milk? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
100%, bro.
Well, listen.
That's because you're black.
He's in the sun right now.
That's a black thing. That's true. Isn't it like 80% or something? 90% of black people are lactose intolerant?
Lactose is a serious thing that affects many people.
More so black people, though.
More black people.
Yeah, but I guarantee he's also.
I'm allergic to milk because of this motherfucker. Is that what you're saying? I want you to hear the clip because I think this will explain a lot.
I already know.
What?
I already know.
What you know, Andy?
He don't want to see no boobies. Am I wrong?
You're right. You're right.
I'm 35, and here is an anti-aging secret for younger looking skin. My whole life, I've been super sensitive to the sun. I can't really go out in the sun without sunglasses and a hat just because I start sneezing and I can't really like function in the sunlight. So my whole life, I've stayed out of direct sun because not only could I not handle it, I'd always suspected that the direct sunlight hitting your skin ages the skin. Lo and behold, it does. One thing about getting outside is that, yeah, you definitely want to protect your skin from the sun.
I mean, is he really wearing that, bro?
Oh, bro, this is real.
That looks like a fucking 40-year-old brunch woman. No, a 60-year-old.
You can't park there. That's what it looks like.
Hold on.
Being outside is that, yeah, you definitely want to protect your skin from the sun, but when it comes to anti-aging, getting outside can be very beneficial for just uplifting your mood and helping you feel more connected to the natural world, which is great for stress reduction and emotional health and regulation, which plays a role in healthy aging, including skin aging, because any stress and emotional stress is going to show up on the skin. So,
okay, first of all, dude, you're willing to rub chemicals into your skin that you have no idea what the fuck they do. Nobody does. And we've been indoctrinated in believing it's the most healthy thing for us. If you don't want to get a fucking bad sunburn, let me tell you a little hack. Don't wear sunglasses. Because when you don't wear sunglasses, your skin doesn't burn as bad. All right. There's a lot of people that talk about this. And by the way, why is every single fucking animal on the planet do anything they can to lay in the sun? It's because the sun has magical powers that make you feel healthy and alive and happy. It's one of the main producers of vitamin D into your body. So this guy, he's full of shit.
He's taking vitamin D.
Listen, this is, yeah, he gets enough D. The fucking thing is, dude, here's the thing. This is what the internet's about. The internet's about someone who's taking their personal preference and trying to become some sort of scientific fucking doctor about it. Yeah. So this is just another one of these fucking internet PhDs who happens to have genetically, look like a boy at an older age who's now turned it into a thing.
My question is, why do you want to look like a little boy so bad?
That's weird. And his teeth don't look too healthy either, bro. I'm just saying, man, these people come on here and they talk all this shit and it's just not true, bro. Mm-hmm. Your body's supposed to be in the fucking sun. It's supposed to be.
Eat some meat, bro. Like some real
glizzies. These people are insane, dude.
This does not look healthy. There's nothing about this that looks healthy. And to your point, I did see a study on sunscreen. Did you know that there's a direct correlation?
How do we know he's 35?
Yeah, that's just what he's claiming he is. He's claiming he's 35.
Whatever, dude. Does he look healthy to you?
No.
Like, if he was my friend, I'd be like, bro,
you need to fucking eat something.
You don't look good, dude.
Like, let's go eat.
Nah, man. That's just, it's sad, dude. And I don't know. Like, I get tired of these people giving out this advice. Like, You're
Stay out of the sun. Bro,
yes.
I know people,
I've never been in the sun my whole life. Okay. Well, is that a good? You think that's a good thing?
That's not good.
No,
man.
it's not a good thing.
It's not
And
good.
dude,
And
when
like,
you
we feel it here, bro. Like during
Bro.
the winter, bro, we get depressed here.
Look, bro, I'm telling you, if you start to look into this shit, a lot of this is bullshit. Okay, sunscreen is bullshit. All right, I'll be real with you, dude. Real talk. I'll never put sunscreen on my life ever again. When you think about what it is in that bottle, and you think about spreading that all over your skin over and over, if I get burnt, I just won't go outside that day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, dude,
do you notice how I don't do cardio with my sunglasses on anymore?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you know why?
Because
I don't get burnt.
Yeah.
I get crispy and dark, chocolatey and mocha-y.
Olive.
That's right.
Yeah, like a nice thing.
Delicious.
Olives.
That's right.
Yeah.
But like, bro, it's real shit. I had my buddy tell me that a couple years ago, and first time I heard it, I was like, yeah, whatever, dude, you're crazy. So I tried it, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm not getting burnt at all. And I'll turn red, but like I don't get burnt. I don't feel like it doesn't burn.
Because even sunglasses, they're blocking those UV. The UV is not bad.
And dude, I don't know the science behind it, so I'm not going to pretend I know. But what I remember reading about it, or being told about it as well, was that somehow when the sun gets into your eyes, you know, Huberman probably talks about this. Somehow when the sun gets in your eyes, it releases some sort of like enzyme or hormone that keeps you from getting burnt.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you wear sunglasses and then you're not releasing that, you get burnt.
I have a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, I put sunglasses on that was stupid. When I put sunglasses on, it's usually after I've already got like a deep, dark base tan.
Yeah.
Like I just started wearing sunglasses this summer. Like it's July, the middle of July, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, no offense, man, but like he might live to be 1,000, but I'd rather live fucking 50 years of my life than 1,000 of that.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I'm just saying.
That's real, man.
Yeah. I mean, what's he really going to live? He's going to live to 100. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say he lives to 100. Let's say I live to 65. I would take my 65 over his 100 all fucking day.
Oh, yeah.
All day. The goal, like, bro, what do you want to do? You want to fucking live? Like, here's what I never understood. I understand you want quality of life when you're older.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be able to move. You want to be healthy. You want to be coherent. But like this sacrificing of all, and I listen, your quality of life when you're young, when you're in shape is much better than when you're out of shape. I've been out of shape. I've been in shape. It's much more fun when you're in shape. There's way more shit to do. People include you way more. Like there's just a lot of benefits from being physically in shape that nobody really talks about. I mean, dude, real talk. You're just more desirable as a fucking human. And I didn't make the rules. It's just the truth. And I know this because I've been 350 fucking pounds a couple times and I've been in shape. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know the difference. People treat you different. And, you know, a lot of these people who are young, when I say young, I mean like under 50, on the first side of 50, right? These people do all of these things that make their life suck, right? I stay out of the sun. I don't drink this. I don't do this. I hide in my basement and the lights out and my skin looks good. No shit. But you didn't fucking live any life and you're trying to preserve your life to go as long as possible and you're giving up your best years to do so. That does not make any sense. So you're going to live like a hermit now. And you're just going to fucking like sit inside your house and put all this shit on to live to 100 where your last 30 years are going to be you as an old person. Are those going to be your best years? Like when are your best years going to be?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. It makes zero sense.
Like why are you sacrificing everything to have some mediocre years when you're old?
That makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
I don't want to fucking live till I'm 1,000 or 100 years old.
Yeah.
I want to get like a good 70 years, you know, good 70, fucking kick ass.
Take some names.
Yeah.
Take some names.
Yeah, fuck, bro. And it's cool. You know, like.
I don't want to be one of those old people either.
Dude, it's about quality, man. It's about quality of life. And like, dude, this, like staying inside all day and putting the sun on and putting sunscreen on 4 times a day, bro, you're obsessive.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
Man. That's real. That's real. Yeah. Guys, tell us what you guys think. Jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know. With that being said, man, let's get to our final segment of the show. Thumbs up or dumb as fuck. This is where we bring a headline in, we talk about it, we get one of those 2 options. Now let's talk about an actual teenager here. Our thumbs up or dumb as fuck headline reads, Teen jumps onto runaway boat on Lake Winnipesaukee, stopping it after kid's sailing instructor falls overboard. I'm pretty sure I aced that, by the way.
Winnipesaukee.
Winnipesaukee.
Winnipisuki.
Yep.
Winnipesaukee.
I bet you the people that live there are probably pissed hearing this right now.
Change the name to something fucking easy.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that? Winnipesaukee. Winnipesaukee. Yep.
Winnipesaukeians? The Winnipesaukeians are mad? All right. So what happened?
Yeah, so a teenager jumped onto a runaway boat that was going in circles on Lake Winnipesaukee after the captain fell overboard. The unmanned boat was in Smith's Cove on Lake Winnipesaukee on Wednesday. I was sitting on the porch, and my dad yelled there was an out-of-control boat in the wake zone, said Brady Procon, 17. He and his father, Jeremy, said the boat was part of a local sailing association. The operator, a sailing instructor, was mid-lesson teaching children how to sail when he reached for the tennis ball used to teach turning. And apparently fell off. Here's a clip.
Well, certainly not a situation that you see every day. Yesterday, an unmanned runaway boat right here in Smith's Cove. The situation could have been much worse if it wasn't for a 17-year-old kid.
You could hear, oh, and I looked up and I could see this boat circling. And then, of course, looked at the boat and there's nobody in it.
Rich Bono says that Smith Cove is usually a quiet place. It's a no-wake zone, so when he heard a boat making waves, he knew something was up. The Procon saw it too and say they jumped into action, telling us it all started with a kid's sailing lesson in the cove before things went wrong. They told us the instructor was operating the boat and used a tennis ball to teach the kids how to turn. As he was reaching for the ball, one of the kids' sailboats tipped over, and the mast hit the instructor's boat's throttle, sending him off the boat into the water and causing the boat to start spiraling.
So he jumped on his boat, told me to get on the jet ski to go get the kids out of the way.
After getting the kids out of harm's way, Brady jumped on the back of their neighbor, Justin King's jet ski. King brought Brady close enough to the boat to jump on the back of it, landing on the boat and stopping it before anyone got hurt. The dangers of the jump never even crossing his mind.
I don't know. It just came to me. I didn't really think. I just did it.
24 hours later, those who call the Cove home are happy with how things ended, knowing without Brady's bravery, things could have been much worse.
I know why he did it.
Why do we do anything? That's why porn should be illegal. It should be.
Yeah, do real shit in real life.
Porn should be illegal because, dude, it keeps men from doing men things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like saving a boat from going in circles and running up. Bro, that was actually really dangerous.
Bro, I know shit.
Listen, I know a couple people who have died because they got run over by an outboard.
No shit.
Oh, yeah, bro. That's super dangerous. If he had missed that jump and that boat went around again, I mean, dude, he would be,
fuck.
Yeah, it'd chop you up, dude. So, like, dude, I know a couple people who have been killed that way.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep, I know exactly why he did it, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. But that's why women gotta, women, if you want men, you gotta stop serving up all the shit for free. You gotta make them work for it. Be a little heroic. Get some muscles.
Yeah.
Don't stay in the skin and put fucking lotion on for 35 years.
He looks fine. He looks healthy.
I mean,
young, healthy man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, dude.
Out in the sun.
Yeah. Whatever, man. I think this guy did a good job, though.
Yeah.
That takes big balls, man. That's super dangerous what he did. Like, I know it doesn't look dangerous, but it's super dangerous.
Well, that boat was probably, how fast was that boat going?
I don't know, fast enough to fucking chop him up if it ran over him.
Fuck. That was a decent jump and everything, man.
Yeah.
Did a good job.
Yep.
Well, little good news action for the thumbs up.
Yeah, I give thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up for sure. Guys, Andy, that's all I got.
All right, guys. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.